Now we're going to use our exponent rules with fractions. I know those are your favorites. So this one is the power rule, and I just want you to be aware that our word processing software makes these exponent look smaller than that one, but these are on the same level, right? These look like this. This is x to the 2/3 raised to the 4/5. And as you know from the power rule, we multiply exponents. Multiply exponents. So we're going to multiply those two fractions. And remember, with multiplication of fractions, you don't need an LCD, no least common denominator. You just multiply straight across. So that's x to the 8/15, which does not reduce further. And you can leave that in exponential form like that. You don't have to put the radical. So this is good. All right, let's go to 8. Okay, now we have a negative power. So again, this is a power rule. So let's multiply those fractions, those exponents. So you get z to the -4/21. And now don't leave a negative exponent, so we're going to write 1 over z to the 4/21. There's some quotient rule that's going to happen here, isn't there? And product rule. So let's look at the denominator there. In the denominator, you've got those two x's. You have x to the 8/5 times x to the 4/5. And so that's going to be the product rule. And with the product rule, we're going to add exponent. Luckily, these have common denominators, so they have the 5s already. So we're just going to add the numerators, which is x to the 12/5. So this is what we've got so far. X to the 12/5, y 7/4. And then up here I have x to the 2/5, y to the 5/12. Now we're going to use quotient rule. With the x's, it's not bad because they have common denominators, but with the y's, we are going to need a common denominator, and the common denominator between 4 and 12 is 12. So we're going to need to change this one, right? Y to the 7/4 is y to the 21/12, right? Multiply top and bottom by 3. So here's what we've got so far. X to the 2/5 is going to be divided with x to the 12/5. Right? Let's do so those are my x's. The bigger exponent is here, so we're going to subtract the 2/5 from the 12/5 and leave a 1 on the top. So that's x 12/5 minus 2/5, which I know you know it's x to the 10/5. And guess what? 10/5 is 2. So that's 1 over x squared. Okay, that's cool. All right, now we have y to the 5/12 divided by y to the 7/4, which we changed to 21/12. Get a common denominator, and again, the bigger exponent is at the bottom, so we are going to subtract there. So that's 1 over y, 21 minus 5, 21/12 minus 5/12 is 16/12. Okay, and let's see here. That reduces, doesn't it? By 4s. So that's 1 over y to the 4/3. Okay, so now that means multiply those two. So our final answer is 1 over x squared y to the 4/3. Okay, I'm going to stop the video here and continue the next examples in the next video.